good, everybody? This is the Gameheads XP podcast, and we happy to be in your ears right now. I know some people look sleepy, some people look Nigerian, some people look like a sugar dad, some people look like Notorious B.I.G. if he was light skinned and slimmer. I see the sweater, Dre.
Switching it up on
Yeah,
us, man.
man.
It'd be cold in this room, bro, and I'm
Mhm.
also really comfy in this thing. So if I fall asleep on the podcast, don't judge me. I'll just
Yeah.
turn the video off. Okay, you could just cut me out. It's
If you
fine.
fall asleep before me, bro, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, bro.
You know what it is. Everybody is sleepy, but my name is Cam. The comfort I got, the one and only. I would say PC Overlord, but Supreme Overlord is with us today. Dre Bushido Brown.
Yeah, Sauce. Sauce is the second name, right?
I feel I just
One of the two.
Every time I go to say sauce, I'd be like, wait, that's a growing man.
Right?
That's a growing
I chuck it up to
man.
the source. The source.
Yo, Father Noah is with us. The fishy
course.
fraud fish.
Daishiki
Yeah,
Emporium.
have you seen those TikTok challenges where they do the tuna fish challenge where girls take the tuna fish juice out the can?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
put it-
I just saw that today. Someone
I
was doing
haven't
a
seen
prank
that
on their
yet.
boyfriend, and I was like, why? No one
Yeah.
wants this. There's no
What?
one in this world of relevance.
That's the actual
who
thing
wants this.
going on?
They'll like
Yeah,
open
so
the tuna can and tap and like get it on their hands, and then they will apply said tuna juice,
Send.
and then prank their boyfriends or someone by yes. Well, you understand the situation now. And
The
I
only,
sure do.
the only
I sure
person
do.
they
I
prank
saw one, and then the
doing that
boyfriend
is
just like
themselves.
threw his girl onto the ground. She was like upside down.
Yeah.
He just threw her, and she just fell and was like moaning because she was in pain. And he was just screwing up his
Mhm.
face, like, "Why would you do this to me? You did this for the internet?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
it stinks. So I just wanted to know if Fraud Fish endorses that fishy
I do not endorse it.
TikTok trend.
I'm aware,
And,
but I do not endorse it.
yo, and the
Right.
Star Boy is with us tonight, man. Looked like he had a fun evening.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Pox Atlas is on the podcast.
Yes, we had a pleasant dinner on the moon last,
Wait, what did
Last
you eat?
cycle.
Some Doctor Who type stuff.
Oh, we had some skyfish. Not like the tuna fish y'all having on Earth with those Earth girls doing the all, but you know what I mean? Some skyfish.
Right.
Quite
The lore
pleasant.
of this is just not connecting for me. I don't know.
No, man. No, see, we're on Earth, right?
I don't follow
And
this.
this is the
I don't
sky,
follow this plot.
and this is space. They fish down to get the skyfish.
Yeah,
and bring it back up.
Dude, you sit on the moon with the
Exactly.
with the
You
line
never seen
over.
all those? What's the name?
DreamWorks?
Is it DreamWorks? Yeah, DreamWorks. So he just goes over. That's
Man,
facts.
keep
Where do you
up,
think they
bro.
got it
Keep
from?
up, man.
Where do you think they
Yeah,
got it
keep
from?
up.
Keep up.
Okay.
DreamWorks doesn't even use that imagery anymore.
Yeah,
Right.
Fox sued them.
Did I just date myself?
Yeah, he dated.
Yeah, you may have. Yo, but just some quick housekeeping before we get into things, man. Gameheads along with Bay Entertainment. Is that how you say Bay? It's Bay, right?
Boy,
Yeah.
they-
BEY.
However you want to say.
It's BEY. It's
I think it's
BEY.
boy. It's boy, man. It's boy entertainment, man.
Bay.
Yeah.
Bay.
Say it right.
They
It's boy.
name him,
Some
man.
respect.
They
Some
still have
respect on
spelling
that, boy.
issues.
No.
Like everyone disagrees
No,
on the
but-
spellings and pronunciation.
Listen, don't argue with me because some behemoths they say hard go Bay, like some.
Yeah.
I don't
some
think that's
say
how Leroy
Bay.
said it.
But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody at Boy Entertainment. All right, we're hosting a tournament showcase for one of the most beloved fighting
Oh, not
games
the-
in the FGC, man.
We'll see. We'll
Virtu-
see.
Virtua Fighter 5. All right, so get ready to put your skills to the test and fight for the grand prize currency. So make sure you go to the Gameheads social media pages, IG and Facebook at Gameheads International, so you can find out how you can be a part of that and join the Gameheads Discord by going to the socials and following them links. All right, so just know that the Gameheads podcast are on all podcast services twice a month with special guests and special offers and all that good stuff. All right, I'm gonna let the PC Overlord tell you guys what we're gonna be tackling first tonight.
So E3 just happened.
Yep.
Who all saw that?
I
Did it?
saw most of it. I saw most of it. You know,
Oh, I know. I mean, it was kind of forgettable, right?
What's that?
listen.
I haven't watched E3 since dial-up.
You lying.
Back when you
You
were still on Earth,
definitely lying.
Unpacks. That's when you were still on Earth. That's the only signal that
Yeah,
reaches.
Definitely lying.
Nah, it's all good. Nah, I saw the E3. I saw E3. It was cool.
Yeah. I mean, so what are your thoughts? I mean, I'll say my thoughts last because
We all
y'all
know
probably
that.
know what my thoughts are.
We
But
all
Yeah,
know
we
them.
all know what his thoughts are.
do you know? I
There,
mean,
there
does
should
the
be like a
audience know what my
comment
thoughts are, though?
section or like a something for the podcast where like you guess what Dre's opinions are on something ahead of time, and like who gets it right first. Like there's like time stamped. Who gets it right 1st
Mhm.
get a prize. Like
Right?
that'd be interesting. I guess
It would.
I'd go
It would.
first. You know, I'm a basic boy. I'm a basic man. I'm a Nintendo man. I like what I see. I see a new Smash character. You know, I like the bare minimum, man. But Kazuya
I
from
mean,
Tekken, oh, I did not see that coming, but I am impressed. I'm
I
impressed.
mean, as a real Smash player, I mean, I'm surprised that you know who Kazuya is.
Of course, I got Tekken, and I played it for a while to test out the 3D fighters. I love how it was like you can move around and everything. But I saw that move list and I was intimidated. You know, Smash player that I am, I press my buttons and I fight. I don't hit pause, scroll, press my series of buttons just to miss my opponent. No, that doesn't fly for me.
Mm.
You know, I like to just hit things.
How
But
do you
yeah,
feel
I mean,
and I love the
I
callback in
did see
the
on
trailer.
Twitter. I did see on Twitter that there are a lot of people that are mad about Kazuya in Smash. They're like, "Who is this nobody in Smash?" They
Listen,
added another stinking nobody in
oh my
Smash. I'm like,
goodness,
wow,
there were
these people have no respect.
there's
They
three
have no
people.
respect.
There's
Oh,
three
nobody
people.
knows who he is?
It's
Everyone knows who
crazy.
Kazuya is, man. It's
It would have been
Tekken.
cool. It would have
Everyone
been
knows
cool if it was
Tekken.
like,
Tekken
hey
is
Haichi,
like a big
hi
three
Haichi.
fighting game.
How do you pronounce his name?
Oh,
Haichi.
Noah, come on, man.
I'm sorry, I'm
Not,
butchering it. I'm butchering it.
don't do it. Don't do this to me.
Camplo?
No, say it. Come on, say it. Say it.
Samurai
Heihachi.
Camplo?
Yes. Anyway, so basically, a lot of people were saying they wanted him instead. I preferred Kazuya personally. But I
Yeah,
mean, it
well,
would have been hype
Kazuya was the
regardless.
main character of Tekken 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
the
what's the
whole
guy
scene
who
with like
jumps
him
on the
carrying
sword
all the
though?
characters off, that was really amazing. I love how that calls back to like the intro of I think it was the intro of Tekken 7 when he tosses off okay, my knowledge of the characters is failing me. It's Jin or Kazuya or someone. But
What's
I
the
really
name of
like
the
how he did
character
that.
that jumps and spins on his sword?
In
In
Tekken?
Tekken.
In Tekken, yeah.
Yoshimitsu.
Yoshimitsu.
Yeah.
Yoshimitsu.
I'd be happy to see Yoshimitsu.
I
That'd be
don't
cool.
know.
I don't think he'd make it.
I mean,
to be honest.
he's not gonna make it. Not that they already have Kazuya in it,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
we're
definitely. I
not
mean,
gonna.
It was
get
impressive
Tekken.
that we got Ken when we had Ryu.
Yeah,
You know.
it was super exciting to see it, like knowing the partnership.
Mhm.
It wasn't like one of those like, why did you put them in there? Like the last reveal that they did, like you kind of get it, but it was like, why did you put that in there? I didn't feel that way when I saw Katsuya, and even the graphics that they did
Oh,
with Katsuya throwing everybody off the cliff. It would
beautiful.
be fun
Mhm.
if he actually is weak to Kirby. I don't know. Maybe
That'd be fun. I love how they put that at the end. I love Nintendo when
Yeah.
they put those little like cute things. You know,
Mhm.
Kirby canonically being the strongest character in Smash, you know, would obviously toss
Mhm.
Kazuya. We
Mhm.
all know Kirby is the best character in the game, as we all
Yeah,
know.
he would eat him for lunch,
Mhm.
literally.
Right?
My snack.
Gotta respect Kirby, bro.
I
W-
saw
Like,
some of the new games Nintendo was releasing. I can't remember all of them right now besides Metroid Dread, but
There you
I
go.
liked some of them. Metroid Dread was,
Mhm.
oh, okay, so I saw it and I saw the title and I was like, 4? And then I was like, no, it's not. Of course not. Of course not. And then I saw the color palette and I was like, how do you call it Dread? And Samus is all like white and blue and stuff. And you know, I thought it would be something darker, but it does seem like it's
Yeah.
gonna be a kind of nice nice callback to like Nintendo, the side scrollers, the 2D. Really, the
it's
graphics are
supposed to
nice,
be.
and I'm
It's
loving this
supposed to
perspective
end.
switch.
It's supposed to end the canon of the older game.
Yeah, I love the perspective switch
Oh,
when
yeah,
you're
really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this the end of Samus?
But I don't know if it's
Well,
the end
I
of
don't know about the end of
Samus. I
Samus,
mean, that didn't, just because it's the last game doesn't mean Samus is gonna die,
yeah,
Jeffrey.
she's
Come on.
she's pretty hard to kill.
It's also
canonically.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real here.
She'll
mean,
probably
she
just get
isn't
like a Smash
smashed.
invitation at the end of the game, and that's the
She's
lore.
gonna get the Smash. Yeah.
I honestly believe they
that
could
would be
end a lot of
cool.
series like that.
That
I
was
want Monster
definitely,
Hunter. I want Monster Hunter and Smash.
that
That's
was
never gonna happen.
definitely
I've already given up. I've
a
already given up.
highlight to
I'm
me.
sorry.
Did you like the Monsties? The besties from Monster Hunter Story, did you see that?
I saw a bit of it. Unfortunately, I had to dip like midway into that one. But
Mhm.
you know, I'm always appreciative of Monster Hunter, no matter what it is. So I was enjoying it while I was watching it. You know, would it be something I would, you know, get into? Probably not. But
Eh.
for people who like it,
No.
go ahead. I mean,
I feel like Capcom didn't need to do too much anyway, and it
Yeah.
was fine.
honestly.
Some of the highlights for me were definitely the Katsuya reveal
Mhm.
to start off, the showcase. It was fun with that starting off, and then that Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay at the end.
Oh,
You know,
oh, beautiful.
because watching it, you were like, they showed you the Game and Watch,
Mhm.
and then they showed you Hyrule Warriors, and we were like, that's it.
Mhm.
And then he's like, no. Here's
Here's a bit
some
more. Here's a bit more
gameplay.
Breath of the Wild too.
But the only thing that stood out in there with the little bit that they shown, they said 2022, was the little phase shift that Link went up through some rocks and like this phase shift.
Yeah, I
Um,
love that. That's gonna be very interesting. And since they're
we
adding the
know that
sky as
Breath
a
of
new
the
world,
Wild 2, they kind of like did a lot of things with their mechanics, especially the climbing everywhere.
Mhm.
See a lot of people trying to do, climbing on that level. I'm wondering if the phase shifting is another one of their, mechanics that they plan to really
Mhm.
shock us with.
I think the creator said they were introducing the sky as just a new thing because in the original Breath of the Wild, it was you were in the sky sometimes, but you were
Mhm.
only like really in the sky for like I believe it was like one part, maybe two. But it looks like they're gonna
Yeah.
add a lot more stuff, and I'm really looking forward to that. I wonder if they're gonna do some kind of ocean thing as well, where like you meet like sea people and stuff like that. That'd be like even more expansive. Um,
I
but
wonder if that was inspired by Skyward Sword being their, their
oh
latest
yeah,
port.
definitely. I'm looking forward to
Maybe.
Yeah.
Skyward Sword to be honest. Like I didn't get to enjoy it too much in the Wii days because I wasn't able to get my hands on a copy, and Wiimotes stuff happened to them. But I'm looking forward to it. But at the same time, the Wiimote is um how do I say much tougher than a Joy-Con. So if you have a Switch, your Joy-Con probably has some Joy-Con drift, and it's quite unfortunate that it seems like we're gonna need the Joy-Cons to play.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I was most excited for the WarioWare announcement.
That was nice as
I've
well.
never played him.
Neither
Man,
have I, but
if
I've
you-
only heard good things. And watched good
WarioWare
things.
it was that was an amazing game. That was my childhood right there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, Wario's always been one of my favorite IPs out of just Mario. Wario's games have always
Makes
been my
sense.
favorites. What does that mean, Noah?
What? What do you mean? What does that mean? Continue.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Continue.
Okay.
That means he's a troll.
Listen, we're not supposed to say these things out loud.
Oh
Cam.
man.
These are for the comments.
Let's say the
Yeah,
Wario. Let's say the Wario laugh, Trey.
No, thank you. No, not tonight. You ain't getting.
Who's
you're not
the
getting.
Waluigi?
You're not
Almost
getting
got
any
it.
cringe out of me tonight. I'm
I
sorry.
Almost got
do love Wario as a character. I kind of wish I think I like the concept of the Wario where I kind of wish we got like a full adventure from Wario though. I do like
I
him as a
mean,
character.
we have had a full adventure. It's just an older game. You just probably haven't played it. I forget it.
Oh, I
even
know
forget what it's called.
the it was similar to like the way Mario was set up. I remember
Yeah.
seeing those Wario Land.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was called.
Something like
But
that.
like something along like the Super Mario Odyssey, but with Wario and like we meeting and he, something like that. I would like to see. I tried to main him in Smash for a little bit.
The Wario game
So-
would be
so
like
did I, man.
He's
the
good.
Untitled Goose game.
I love Untitled Goose. Hilarious.
It does fit in
Yeah.
that realm. But my last highlight was the Advance Wars remaster. I loved Advance Wars, and that kind of introduced me to tactical games. So we got 1 and 2 remastered. That was a big highlight for me.
That's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
All right.
And to
Um,
wake Jeff up a bit, sorry,
I'm hitting the water, bro.
we got
I'm
that
hitting on the
leak.
water.
We got that CGI trailer for Starfield.
I know.
How did you feel about that? Did you catch it?
No. I
Really?
didn't catch any of the E3 stuff yet. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
play and late catch up on it because I happen to be busy, but
okay. Well, it's
um,
okay, Jeff. You didn't miss anything.
I know I
You
Hey,
didn't
I don't
miss
know about he
anything.
it's
didn't
so
miss
much mix. It's
anything.
so much mixed opinions about it. I don't know whether to check it out. Some fellas real hyped about what they saw. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Some really just hyped about what was on there, the console or
mhm.
port by choice.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I kind of torn in whether I should even like put my time into it or just wait for or look up stuff like the Starfield trailer.
Yeah,
You
I,
know,
I, I think you should definitely see like at least a
pick and
highlight
choose what I
reel.
want to see compared to
Because
sitting through it.
my thing with the Xbox showcase, not even the number of games or Game Pass, anything like that. A lot of the games they showed really looked that like they were focusing on next gen before anything.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like it really looked like, we didn't see much about any Xbox One. Everything was like this is next gen type of stuff, and
yeah,
that's what I really liked for E3 for the most part. So I think you should see like check out a highlight reel, at least.
I
yeah.
mean, no,
I'll
I
check
would.
out the highlight reel, but I feel like they already moved on to the next gen. And there's
Mhm.
a lot of good games that I still haven't gotten to.
From
Mhm.
the
You know what I
last gen.
mean? So yeah, from last gen,
Yeah.
I still stuck. I haven't finished a lot of games. So even though I would like to check it out, I don't want to tease myself
But
to be like is I pick 2 or 3 games I want to keep my eye on, and I kind of don't want to go window shopping, so I didn't bother to watch it. You
Mhm.
know what I
Jeff,
mean?
I think it would kind of motivate you to finish those because I actually made a list of games that we saw. I don't want to
Was there a
spoil,
new
but
Dead Space?
no new Dead Space. But we saw
Uh,
Outer Wilds 2. We're getting a new A Plague Tale Innocence.
okay,
We're getting that crossover from Borderlands, the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
okay.
That was this dungeon master thing where she's the bunk master, and they made that his own thing. So like certain games that you've had there, like I'm like, yo, I want to hurry up and finish.
Yeah.
Also Psychonauts 2, that's one that I wanted to stream and stuff. That Psychonauts 2, I'm like, I knew I would see this, but now it's like it's coming out in August, and like
So now you
I'm
got to
gonna be on
buckle
that
up.
by next month. I'm gonna be running through that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
I mean, I don't think the trailers were too great. Because they didn't really show anything. Which is, it's excusable because, maybe
Tease and they tease
it's
so
really
much.
over. It's really early, right? But I think the best trailer there was Outer Worlds 2, and that's only because they were completely honest with you that they had nothing to show you and made a big joke out of it.
Hmm.
Outside of that, Atomic Heart actually looked really cool. It reminded me of Fallout a little bit. So I would be willing to see what that leads to. But as far as hype, I'm not too hyped about anything that came out of the Xbox showcase. Even the 7 minutes of wasted time I spent watching that Forza Horizon. I'm not a racing game person. The only racing game I've ever enjoyed was Crash. That's about it. And so when it came to
Oh,
Forza,
that
even
thing
those
was 7 minutes.
yeah, man, it was almost 10 minutes to be honest,
Oh
because they show
wow.
you the trailer and then there was like a 7 minute gameplay with scripted. How like these studios these days have like to do like that scripted.
But you
Like
couldn't
how friends will talk
appreciate
to each other in the game, and I'm like,
But you
brother,
couldn't
I'm
like
not into this.
appreciate the technical marvel that it was, though.
Bro, it's
I mean,
absolutely
you could
insane.
appreciate it, but I'm not going to play it.
Like I was
I
because
mean,
of my free time, I like to watch a lot of VFX artists, especially this group called Quarter Crew. So I've been learning a bit more about like what it takes to really do all these effects and these graphics and these designs in these games. And Forza just was like it was just It really is top of the line stuff for how much effort they put into something like a racing game. Like, you think of a racing game, it reminds me of some of those old Sonic games where like they have these huge expansive levels and you're speeding through them at breakneck speed and you're not seeing them. But the time and effort they put into designing these places is absolutely amazing. So I
Yeah,
was really
racing.
impressed. And
Yeah, they
racing
more
games,
like
I'm
racing
not
simulations now.
yeah, I'm not too into racing games myself. I played Need for Speed. I had to hit up the free Asphalt on PC. I had to
On
do it.
mobile,
Yeah, on
on
mobile and
Asphalt,
PC. Yeah, Asphalt was just
or on PC. I
both of
only played
them.
it on
Yeah, I
mobile.
Both of them.
only ever
Just
played that on mobile.
you just turn
I
side to side and
don't.
hit the space bar, man. It's the simplest one. Mario Kart,
I don't.
obviously, the best
Definitely.
racing
Mario
game ever.
games like Mario Kart, Twisted Metal, Crash, Bandicoot.
Sims Racing, I think it was me. Me's
Those
Racing.
are the only racing games I would say are worth it or even fun to play for an extended period of time. Things like Gran Turismo or Forza.
But I have to disagree.
I would not spend money on that.
I
I
would
mean,
personally,
some
but
people
it is fun. It
now
is
some
fun.
people like that. Some people like that stuff. That's
Mhm.
fine. I mean, me personally, for someone who wants to who gets the game to play the game and not just look at things and look at fake nice cars in a game, it's not for me.
But
No,
Dre,
I
have
don't think they're
you?
just looking at cars, bro. I think they
That's what
actually
I'm.
Bro,
trying out that skill.
hey, no,
Well, hold on,
you
Dre. One
drive them,
second,
but I
Dre.
mean,
So hold on a second.
I'm just
What's
not
the
into it.
last? What's the last mainstream? I know you said it not for you, but when's the last one that you tried?
for what, a mainstream racing game?
Yeah.
When's the last one you tried?
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo is really, really technical. That's like telling a Fortnite
It's
player
a
to play
simulation.
Rainbow Siege.
It's a simulation. It's not even a game. It's like a
Yeah,
simulation.
it's
Like
simulation. But I'm saying, I mean, outside of that, I don't want to sound like a
it's
fanboy.
like Flight Simulator.
It's Flight Simulator as well, which
Yeah,
I'm
that's
Bro,
like
Flight
we played Ace
Simulator
Combat
is
and Flight Simulator.
I don't know
the
if you've
most
seen
amazing.
Jeff, but we're getting that on Xbox.
Flight Simulator.
Yeah, we're getting Flight Simulator on Xbox, which is
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
bro.
dope to be able to, jump in and fly to Paris with your buddies or whatever. And I feel the same way with, Forza on a level. And I'm gonna be quick, but I don't want to sound like a Xbox game fanboy or whatever. But Forza, I played a Forza a bit, and I do like racing games on a level, but I don't stay that long. Like I don't really grow with the community and deep dive in the community. But when I I got on Xbox, I got Game Pass, and I was like, yo, Forza's here. Let me try Forza Horizon. And I was online using the LFG feature on Xbox, looking up people to join their crew, and all of a sudden I was riding out the levels with 8 other people and doing challenges and adventures, and the feeling of the cars and collecting new cars and downloading skins and stuff like that. It has to be for you, but I feel like if I didn't have Game Pass, I would kind of feel similar to how Dre felt without being able to kind of pick that up and kind of see what that community and feeling and why people appreciate Forza and the scale of it. Just go all the way through Mexico. Just go, with your friends. And
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a very good looking game, but there are also very good looking games that I am interested in or are fun to play that actually have a story or things like that. Thinking of things like Last of Us Part 2 or Ghost of Tsushima or Fallout 4, right? When that came out, that was a really good looking game thing. Or even Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3, right? Those are games that I find to be tons of fun that also look really, really great.
I think that's more linear. That's more linear gameplay, though, right? Like where you gotta follow.
Was it really more linear than driving a car down a road?
No, it's not. I mean, for example, when I come home in the night, bro, I play Need for Speed. I don't play Forza, and I don't play no simulations because I'm not trying to get that technical with the car and tuning the engine and all of that, right? I come home. Yeah, I put on Need for Speed.
Just go.
I hook up my Spotify to my Need for Speed. And bro, I jam till I get a challenge or somebody challenged me in the back and we race. All we doing is racing and I mean hauling ass through the level, bro. You know? It's fun.
Like Forza,
just
Jeff,
for fun.
I think me and you should hop on Forza a bit. But I mean, that's kind of like I don't think we should
I mean,
rate a
Tracy and me
game.
drive anyhow.
I don't think we should rate a game based on genre.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
definitely.
no, which is
I
why
don't
I'm
think we
not,
should
which is why
pick
I'm not
genres
saying
together.
anything bad about Forza, right? I'm
Yeah.
just saying that overall from the E3, what I saw in E3, including Forza, Forza looks really nice. It's not a game for me, meaning I wasn't interested in almost anything that came out, particularly from the Xbox showcase.
Let's move over
Um,
to Square Enix.
Hold on. Before we can move on, I want to get how everybody rating these games, right? Like Cameron, like when you play a
we
game,
miss
what do you
Halo,
rate
man.
your game on? Playability, fun
Um,
level, or the look of it?
I rate my game on like a good balance of all. Like it was a lot of games that we saw like that one where they was splattering jelly all over the place. Like it
Which
it
one?
looked good, it looked fun, but like, similar to Dre, it wasn't for me. But I kind of could look
Yeah.
at it and say it was, this looks fun. But for me, it has to be something I can envision myself playing and being kind of absorbed by. Like the game that really did that for me, at least in the Xbox showcase, or the whole E3 was the Stalker 2. Stalker 2, the first one didn't know about, but I saw the preview for Stalker 2, and it was this immersive thing about Chernobyl and the radiation and, being in this world and the look of it, the scale of it, and I could kind of see myself really getting lost in that world with the characters and the way they like even did the storytelling. So you go from like a campfire speech into some really dope gunplay. Then you go back to the campfire speech, and then you see some enemies, you see destruction, and it was great world building. I look for world building. I look for technical marvel, how good it looks, how good it seems like it would run or feel, and longevity a bit. If it could build a community, if it could kind of like make me feel like I'm not the only one that's gonna be playing it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, particularly for me, it's just mostly about fun. I don't care about replay value so much because there are tons of fun games I've only played once. Right, God of War is definitely one of them. One of the most fun games I've played in recent memory.
Did you kill the Valkyries?
Yeah, of course I did. So
Did you
and
kill
that
all?
no, I mean that stuff is that last Valkyrie is the stuff of nightmares. But Dark Souls stuff, man. I'm a Dark Souls veteran, so it wasn't anything new. And the combat system in God of War was so well done that it was fun to do, even if you were doing it for the 40th, 80th, and 116th time in a row trying to beat that Valkyrie. You were still doing these cool combos, still switching between your chains and your shield and your axe, and it felt really good and really visceral when you got those hits in. So
Yeah.
like stuff like that is really cool, really what I like, right? And even me, I'm more of an esports player anyway, so you always see me on games mostly where I can compete against other people, whether it's in a 1v1 situation in fighting games, or it's a team situation in games like Overwatch or League of Legends, and all of those games have massive replay ability and replay value that's really high. So that's just me and what I look for in games.
Okay. And
Well, for me, y'all know me, Nintendo man, but it's less Nintendo and it's more I'm a big fan of like indie games and community games. I love single player. Um Back in the day I was a big into like MMORPGs, like them like side stuff, like
Toontown.
not like, yeah, exactly, man. Like I was into that, like,
Wizard 101.
yeah, like that. I like original stuff that not many people would necessarily play, or maybe they go like, man, this ain't adult, whatever, but it still has, maybe its story, a sound design. Like for me, some of my favorite games are like Celeste and Hollow Knight. I really love the indie. I love indie games in general. I love community
yeah.
games, games with great sound design, music choice, stuff that really is visceral. Like I don't want stuff that just like sounds good. Like I want stuff that
Dre,
fits the mood. Dre's just
Dre is so sleepy.
Dre's
Yeah,
just
man.
tired. Yeah, and then like
It's
as
so
opposed to
sleepy.
that,
Putting
like
me to sleep, Noah.
I'm putting you to sleep. Oh, okay, okay. Valkyrie 115th time. I also love games
Struggling.
that
Man,
really mix things up. Like I really love the Dark Souls franchise for and Demon Souls just for just being mindlessly hard. I loved stuff like I love fighting games as well as Drake said, like fighting other people and
I
competing.
mean,
I'm more of a
dude,
one-on-one person,
what fighting
personally.
games have you played, Noah, to like a competent level?
Oh,
So
now he's
you,
gonna
you
get
see him, man.
he's gonna
If
get
I say
judgy.
Smash, what is he gonna say? Oh, it's not a
Let's
fighting
get
game.
It
judgy.
sounds like a loaded
Dude,
Have
question.
you
No, I
played
won't even
Injustice
answer that.
2? Have
hey,
you
you can
played?
answer it any way. You can answer
That's
it
a
any way you
loaded
want,
question,
I
Noah.
telling you,
man.
Noah,
man.
there are no wrong answers. Go ahead,
Okay,
Noah.
I'm just
Loaded.
gonna say Smash. Okay, Melee, since apparently we don't count that as Smash anymore. And I was getting into more indie ones that were Smash based and non-Smash based. I tried to get into like the big ones, like Injustice, Street Fighter. I like Guilty Gear. I tried to get into technical ones like Skullgirls and the rest of them, but I never really had the people and the drive to get better at them like I did with the other games. It was more of a
Yeah,
time
the
and thinking.
community wasn't there.
Yeah, like for me, like when I started getting into some of those games, I was like one other person who was way better than me. I didn't really have an affinity. I didn't have the game myself sometimes. So it
Yeah.
just never picked up, and now I just really am not in the mood to learn a whole new fighting game just over and over.
Yada yada
Personally.
yada.
Yeah, I know,
Blah
right? I
blah blah.
mean,
Hey, listen,
Blah
it's my
blah.
I
opinion.
feel you,
yeah,
Noah,
this
man.
this this just confirms my suspicions that Noah has never actually played a real fighting game in his life.
Okay, Trey.
Noah,
Okay, Trey.
don't feel bad. Me, I've played them, but I've never been good at them. I really get frustrated. When it's say like, if you want to get better, you got to learn these combos. And I was like, yo, I'm not doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I'm
more
not
of a
doing that.
play neutral. Like I don't like
But Noah,
the barrier
you
for entry thing.
can dive in because last night I spent 2 hours plus, maybe 3 hours, up until 3:30 learning combos
Oh,
on
yo,
what
yeah,
Dre
it's
tells
definitely
me
fun. It's definitely fun.
not
It's a good entry level fighter. That's all I'm saying.
on an
That's all I was
entry
telling
level
you.
fighter, and
Okay,
I
I didn't
felt
say, and this is Injustice 2 for those who don't know. Okay,
he
the
shitted on
the
me. He
game
said,
that everyone knows is
"Listen,
just a zone fest, but still,
Yeah,
it's a
it
fun
really is.
game. It's a
let me
fun
It
game.
is
let me
fun.
You
know.
if you wanna shoot your bullets and your fireballs and your plasma beams
I am
for like
outing you,
5 minutes straight, you can do that.
I
You
am
can do
outing
it.
you." He said, I said, yo, I had so much fun learning my combos on Injustice. He's like, Cam, you peasant. Get
Oh
a
my
real fight.
god.
Oh man,
Play a real
exactly.
fighting game, and I really do want to. I hope Dre keeps on playing Guilty Gear Strive because I didn't know that I would end up so interested in Strive and wanting to play it and wanting to
Thank
learn about the
you.
characters
Okay,
Oh yeah, Strive's
Strive is
amazing. I played it for like
you
and all of this
I just wanted to
stuff.
load
Like
it up and I was
which
just
is
like,
why
wow,
y'all need
I'm
to
really
get it,
playing this for like
man.
an
Y'all
hour.
need to get Strive.
I
It's definitely one of the greats. It's an instant classic, guys. I mean, it's if they continue to update it
Does it have
for
all
a
the
long
anime
time.
content like the last one?
What do you mean? What anime content in terms of
I don't
what?
know. The last one was like episodes and it felt like long and drawn out to me, bro. I just wanted to
Are you
fight.
talking about the story?
Yeah, the story
Wait,
part.
who?
look at Dre,
Oh
look at Dre, look
man,
at Dre, look at Dre, look at
I need to
Dre.
Who
go. I need
plays
to
the
go to sleep.
story?
I
You
need to
dis-
go to sleep.
you
Who
No,
plays the
disgust me.
okay, hold on. You can
story?
play. Okay, first of all, you don't buy a fighting game for the story, man.
I know
That's
that.
100%
Okay,
true.
But,
you
don't, but,
you
but don't, isn't that how you find out the character?
yes, and Guilty Gear has a good story. I'm not saying it doesn't, but like
Yeah.
Guilty
it's
Gear
like
does have a good
saying, oh,
story.
I bought Tekken, and then you just play the story, and you don't
Yo,
play
okay,
online or
I'll
I
give you a
do
practice
little
it.
scoop.
combos or lab and anything.
The little scoop that
It's a
I
waste
learned
of
back in
time.
the day. What I learned back in the day, bro, from playing fighting games is when you watch the story or you play the story mode, you learn which characters cancel out other characters. You see what I'm saying? So when you watch the story, and if depending on what happens in the story, which character could cancel out that
Technically,
stronger character. You see what I'm saying?
I
Either
don't
that or
know,
you just drawing
not
a
so
straw.
That doesn't really
Not
apply
so
as
much.
much
Not so
anymore.
much.
Sadly.
Even in like speaking of like look at Injustice 2. Look at Injustice 2. Injustice 2, when I played the story, I found my main, right? And that
Yeah.
was cool because I never thought, and it was Harley Quinn. She was my main when I played Injustice 2.
Ah,
Harley Quinn, and I
oh yes,
secondary
fighting that
Bane.
Harley
Oh,
Quinn
he
was
be
annoying.
he be cosplaying.
I was
Yeah, man.
I was playing Joker. I was playing Joker versus this dude because I want to play Joker. Oh my god, all that's just those dogs, man. Oh my god.
I do like Harley Quinn though.
She is
No,
too. She's
Harley
nice.
Quinn is
She's
Harley
nice.
Quinn is great. And so I never thought when I got it, I was like, ooh, I'm definitely gonna play Flash. I'm gonna play Deadshot, and I'm going to play Batman.
Yeah,
I hated
Deadshot's a
every single
character
one
for
of those
you.
characters. I hated every single one of those characters. Deadshot was spammy. Batman was
I felt like Deadshot
he was
fitted you.
Batman was just unfair to fight against, and the last one was just not for me. Flash just wasn't for me, even though he did some really amazing things. And Honeybee, even at Evo, did some really cool things with him. But that's besides the point. In playing like the story mode of a game, you're not going to play against all of the cast in that story mode. It's just not going to happen. You're going to get a feel for certain characters, but most of all, like you just do that in the lab, do that in training mode, and get a feel for those characters instead of just doing it in the story. If you play the story, just play the story for the challenge and the actual story content. But the main draw for getting a game like Guilty Gear is going to be your online experience, and the online experience of Guilty
So what
Gear
you're
is
saying
amazing.
now? So what you're saying now is they don't do that in games anymore. They don't give you hints of, okay, like if I go in to play against you and I know you main a certain character, and I played the story, I know which character is that character that you play arch enemy.
I mean,
You see what I'm
they
saying?
could-
So I would
mean,
pick
they
that
could be,
character.
they could
Kind
like canonically
of.
they could be arch enemies, but that doesn't mean that one character is then better in the meta than the other character just because
Yeah, but
canonically.
there's moves in there that cancel, bro.
Well,
There's
I
cancel.
feel like because Jeffrey, I feel like because fighting games have gotten more diverse, like even if a
Yeah.
developer thinks they've designed a character to beat another character, you never know what the competitors are gonna find out.
No, then I don't even
Yeah.
know if developers even design characters to beat other characters in a meta.
Well, I
They
mean,
used
like
to.
any-
They used to. I don't know if they
Yeah,
do
maybe,
that
maybe
You
anymore.
got-
I
you
don't,
got
I
the
don't.
zoners. You
Maybe
got the
no.
zoners
They
and you got
definitely
your
they
uppers.
just design them to do specific things in a certain archetype, whether that's
Yeah.
zoning, grappling,
Yeah.
striking, or combo or rushdown, all of that good stuff, or even technical stuff, or gimmicks.
I think they just try to variate it and try to
Yeah, they add variation and add variety to the cast
Play
of
style.
characters and
Yeah,
play
so-
styles.
So Scorpion doesn't cancel out Sub-Zero anymore, and Sub-Zero doesn't cancel out Scorpion anymore.
I don't even know if that ever really happened because
It was,
Sub-Zero and
'cause
Scorpion never really
dude,
changed.
It
Jeff,
was
that
because it was
sounds like
fire
a
and
myth.
ice. No, it was fire and ice. They always
That
there was
sounds-
certain moves that would cancel other moves.
But I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
that's funny because it sounds like one of those primary school playground myths.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
it sounds like
Nah, man.
Scorpion,
Ah, man.
play Sub-Zero because it's cancel.
Now you had to know which one would
man.
cancel the other one, man.
Yeah, no, it's maybe different moves, man. But like, just going back to Guilty Gear, right? A character like Nagoriyuki, who has good neutral, has long range, and can combo everything into everything, doesn't do too well against people who can rush him down. But also, but also not even that. He has tools for every situation, most like any of the other characters. But there are certain things that other characters can do better than him and can abuse on him. Then same thing with certain other characters like Axel, who are long range but better at close, but worse at close range, obviously because they're zoners. So it's not that like they're going to say, oh, this character is absolutely going to destroy this character and that's how we designed it, because no developer would do that because it would just be unfun. And also, if you were looking at an esports application, it would be unfair to any player doing that, playing the game and playing a certain character. For one person to say, yeah, you basically get insta win if you play this character against that character.
Yeah, true.
Dre is woken up. Now, Dre, I want you to do
All
me
you
a
have to do is
favor.
talk about Guilty Gear.
I know you're gonna be playing more Guilty Gear Strive. I would love it if you would give us Discord members like when you playing it. I mean, you may not want to like share, certain things you're practicing or stuff like that. But if you could give us a session playing
Yeah,
Strive
just
and
watch.
kind of explaining some
Yeah, man.
things.
I mean, as far as what you would want me to
like
And you
even if
playing that on PC?
No, I'm planning on. Okay, well, I played it on PlayStation because it had early access on PlayStation,
Oh.
so I got it on PlayStation.
If you had it on PC or if you were able to, capture it, I think it would be dope. For just for me, basically, selfishly.
He's the community.
If
Cam is the
you-
community.
If you would, maybe play it in the Discord and maybe go through each character, stuff like that, kind of like,
What,
I
like
think
a little dojo?
yeah, like a little, let's try.
Dre's Guilty Gear Dojo.
Yeah,
It's
definitely. I
okay.
think-
This is my first Guilty Gear, by the way, so it's not like
This is your first?
I mean, I
it's
could.
not-
I played Guilty Gear
it's not
before
for
you. That's
skill.
insane.
It's
Oh, you
not
didn't
for
even play the
skill,
third,
though.
bro?
No,
Bro, I played the
dude,
one
I'm not-
before the third and
I'm-
everything.
Guilty Gear is mostly a '90s game, and
I
Xrd was
thought you
way
was
too
like a
hard to
Guilty
get
Gear
into.
aficionado or something.
XR
no.
was too
No,
hard.
No,
About the scoring.
I lose some respect for you, Dre. Come on, man.
Not for the skill though, Drake. Not for the skill, but just
Get off
no,
of the bandwagon.
No,
As
Xrd had a very high.
Man, you
As
gotta play
a-
under
barrier
night birth
entry.
and stuff, man.
as a fighting game lover and
hidden
an
gems.
analytical gamer, I think it'd be interesting, selfishly, for me to watch you play. All right.
Yeah,
But
man.
just a quick question before we keep it moving. What is everyone's multi-game community? We already know Noah's, and who has the most toxic community?
I'd probably take
Right.
that. I already probably take that.
Dre.
I play League.
100%.
There's no one else. I mean,
Show
unless
your
one of y'all
desktop.
play
Show your
Overwatch.
desktop. Leagues in the center. There's no
Yeah.
other apps. It's
Yeah, I know,
Steam in the corner.
There's a
It's just
shrine
League.
around it. hmm
And
What
he
about you,
changed
Jeff?
his background setting to it all points to
Oh,
League.
them Brawl Boys, man. Them Brawl Boys.
Yes.
They
I
rough
think
on
Brawl-
each other, bro.
I think Brawlhalla is a pretty good community, though.
Yeah, they good, but they talk to each other rough when it come down to it, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you get into it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
that's when you want in any game, but you can't
Yeah.
compete with the League community.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
listen, I
intimidation
went to a League
tactics.
game with Dre, and I don't even think I did anything wrong. Like I was obviously not playing good, but I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh man,
And
they
they
started
just-
calling Noah a dog.
And because like I had come in with Dre, like Dre had
They were
tried,
like,
Dre had
"Who's
tried to
this
say
dog in
something,
bot lane?"
and he was trying to dog on Dre, and then Dre had to like pull up the stats real quick and go like, "Listen, dude, you're shit, you're garbage. I'm
Yeah.
carrying this
Sometimes you
entire
gotta-
team."
Sometimes you gotta pull up the stats.
And then
man.
I eventually,
I
in the end, I beat him. I got more kills and everything than him. And so I just
Yeah,
let
that's
him up, and
because
I
you were
said,
playing-
"Hey, dude,"
that's
and he just
because you're-
left.
Okay,
I would
first of all,
love to see
no, that's
Dre shit on
because
someone.
no, that's because you were playing Brand, and Brand is
Hey,
Brain
listen,
dead.
we don't get into specifics,
you-
okay?
all you gotta
They
do-
wanted
hey,
to
all
talk
you gotta
smack.
do is
They wanted to
bang your
talk
head on
smack,
the
and I still
keyboard
did
and you'll get a
more.
kill,
Okay?
Okay.
They were.
just
What were
gotta
they?
bang your head
Jungle?
on
Were
the-
they jungle? I think they were the. Were they jungle or mid? I forget. But they were
They
doing
were
horrible.
I have no
It could
idea
be
what none of that
any lane, bro.
means.
Yeah, last time I played League with you, you were walking all over the place on the map, man.
Jay
You
was
were
like, go in
walking
the
past
jungle. I was like, there's trees everywhere, bro. There's fucking trees everywhere. What you talking about? Go
Listen,
mid, go mid. I was like,
Jeffrey, I tried to
I was
tell
like,
Dre I would play jungle
know.
once. I wanted to try it, and Dre told me to my face. He had the sternest face. He said, "No, if anyone
wow.
goes jungle, it's me." I said, "Okay, dude. You want to be a
Yeah,
monkey in the
certain-
trees? Go ahead." Like I just wanna walk around.
It's-
beginners should not be allowed in the jungle in League of
he said,
Legends.
"Stick to
I'm
lane,
sorry.
Noah.
Wow.
Stick to lane." I was like, "Okay, General." Like,
It's
No,
certain
sorry,
spots-
it was stick to support. That's what it
Yeah.
was. It wasn't even lane. You were supporting the lane,
Hey,
your laner. That was
support
what you were
comes in
doing.
clutch.
I feel like when a game is so tactical, making sure that it's done right or making sure that people, do what they're supposed to do kind of creates this level of, yeah, you're trash.
It's okay.
Please do not play with us. Or if you play with us, I'm going to be really stern to make sure that you do what you
Oh, yeah.
supposed to do. My community was Overwatch, and I legit had to stop because the Overwatch community was annoying. It was so bad.
Yes,
Oh,
no,
wow.
the Overwatch community rivals the League community only because Overwatch has voice
Support
chat.
cast.
They have voice chat. That's why. League doesn't have voice chat, so people just type at you. But like,
Which I
different
find
and worse when
hilarious, to be
people are
honest.
telling you you're trash on the voice channel, and it's not a good feeling.
You ever just
Yeah,
imagine
Overwatch.
that? Like
Overwatch?
they're telling you you're trash, but League people are taking their time in the middle of a game to stop playing, to go to their
Yes.
keyboard and message you like, dude,
Yeah.
you suck.
And they'll be
Yeah.
in the middle. They'll be in the middle of lane missing CS, getting
Yeah.
hit by the enemy
Yeah.
just to say uninstall.
is that
Yeah.
is that like lingo on PC? Uninstall your game, bro.
Yes, uninstall.
Yeah.
On
You're
PS4,
You're
they tell
0
you
you're 0-9. Uninstall. You're trash. Throw your
They
computer
tell
in the
you-
Hey,
garbage.
what do you know? I just got an
Oh.
alert. My friend is playing Guilty Gear Strive. What do you
Yeah, I'm
know?
gonna
Yeah.
be playing that. I'm gonna be playing that soon. So
On
Dre should see me
PC.
online soon.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's funny because another community, but currently on the 2K community, they tell you delete your game. Like they pause their game, go into the chat, and send you a message to delete your game. But I think it's different with 2K because the game is bad. The game is not good. So
Oh, wow.
How good can a sports
You are so
game truly
bold
be?
saying that, Cam. Like,
It's
it's true,
He
but
is.
listen, people who make thousands of dollars off 2K will tell you that 2K is not good.
it's not good.
2K is
What's bad
if you-
about it, bro?
if you
What's good
love
about it?
basketball, if you love basketball,
That's the
at
main
its core,
question.
if you love basketball at its core, you know it's pretty much you take what you get. You know what I'm saying?
FIFA,
Yeah.
Madden, sports
Yeah,
games for
yeah.
me are just I'm not a fan.
You take what you
For the
get, but like
basketball
The only good sports game that was ever made was Wii Tennis.
That is
Wii
no
Oh, wow.
Wii Bowling. Wii Bowling was
was it?
also lit.
Wii Bowling was also
Everything
great.
in
yeah.
that entire game was nice.
Wii
Golf,
Sports. Wii Sports is
Sports.
the only good sports game.
I
you
100%
can't-
behind you.
Sports game.
Unironically,
you can't buy a fake outfit
Mario
dunk.
Strikers.
and dunk
That's
on
true.
somebody.
Mario
yes,
Strikers is
yes,
good.
yes. Mario Strikers. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
yeah.
I hope it comes back
I'm sorry. I can't believe I
because I've
forgot
been
it.
I've been on FIFA online too, and they aren't nice to you. But anyway, I would say this.
Oh, yeah. Soccer, boy, stay off of that.
Yo,
Stay
so
away.
all my game heads on the sound of my voice. So let's be shining light in these communities. You know,
A
especially-
shining beacon for
Right.
what? Not
Yeah,
for
for
we the cure for toxicity. Is that what we are?
for sportsmanship. If you use a clan
Sportsmanship.
tag, you rep game heads. Like, be a shining light.
Mhm.
Right? When they
amongst-
start being toxic, you start singing the Candyman song, man.
Yeah, just
Who
be
can make the sun shine?
the Candyman can.
The Candyman can.
Yo, before we get on out of here, just some quick trivia.
Halo
What
Infinite.
is-
I'm sorry, my bad. I had to say it. Go on, Cam.
maybe because they're delaying it so much, it may be the new answer.
Boy, that joke was so bad, Noah, that you made Jeff leave.
Now
it
the
dropped out,
recording's
so-
all messed up because Jeff left. It's
Oh,
not
Jeff
a joke,
left.
Dre.
Jeff, you don't
Halo
need to leave. You
Infinite.
don't need to leave. We all know
There was a
it
comet.
bad.
There was a comet. It was a comet passing.
Oh
it
yeah,
was-
sorry. It was interfering with the satellite, huh?
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
shaky
Yeah, with
feed.
the-
Understandable.
with the skyfish and the.
It must have been Master
and-
Chief. It might have been Master Chief up there, man.
Noah, I
Yeah.
hate you now because now for some reason I believe if you mention Halo Infinite, bad things happen, and that's not
Right?
a good thing.
I thought I was being invaded, but
Yeah,
it
he
was just a
mentioned
comet.
Halo
Covenant.
Infinite and something bad happened. Anyway, the trivia question I got for you guys is, what is the most expensive video game made to date? A,
made.
yeah, total
Wow.
expenses as marketing and development.
Oh, you mean like that? I
Okay.
thought you meant to buy.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
The Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, C, Modern Warfare 2, D, The Last of Us 2, E, GTA 5.
It can't be GTA 5.
I don't know. I'd say Red Dead Redemption.
I'd say
I'd say Last of Us.
But yeah, I'd go between Red
Last
Dead
of Us because of the
and
actors.
Last of Us. Yeah, it can't be GTA 5. Unless
No.
yeah, that's not
Explain,
possible.
Noah.
Last of Us 2. 'cause
Well,
of the
Well, I
actors.
mean, GTA 5 wasn't GTA 5 like on like 3 different generations of console? Didn't they just basically stop advertising and just advertise itself? Like I felt like that game just had like, the push, the initial push, and it just kind of sailed. But Last of
Oh,
Us
yeah.
2, I knew that thing was everywhere. Red Dead was everywhere. I don't remember what A was.
Did
but,
Red Dead have any big actors in it? Like for voice
I don't know, but
voiceovers.
I mean, Red
Yeah,
Dead
voice
itself
act-
is just. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they have voice. Any
What's
game
what's
has
the
voice
answer?
actors.
I'm
but
I'm ready to get surprised.
Last
Most
of Us.
expensive game in total to date is Red Dead Redemption
Yep.
2.
told you. I
Oh.
told you.
Mhm.
How much?
Development went up to 240 million. Marketing, around 200 to 300. So the total is up to 540 million.
Oh wow.
To be
Yeah,
Red
I mean,
Dead.
my face
half a
may not
bill.
be able to show it because I'm too tired, but I am very shocked at that number.
Yeah.
Right
What is the
That's
numbers
a
for
big
Last
number,
of Us?
bro.
Do you have the numbers for Last of Us?
$500 million?
I'm gonna go down the list. Next is Star Citizen at 320
Citizen. Okay.
320 plus million. Third is Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, I believe that.
I'm in
Which
intense
is-
pain right now. Intense agony.
Half of the budget went to Keanu Reeves.
It better
Yeah,
have.
which is-
That's the only good use for the budget. Anyway, they need to pay
Which
the
is
developers. They did it.
recently, Sony has agreed to put it back on the PlayStation Store,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but not for base PS4s.
I have faith. I have
Um,
faith in Cyberpunk, bro. Y'all can kick rocks.
Hey,
Fourth is-
you the only one, man.
Listen, when the
Fourth is-
PS5
Because
Pro comes out,
was never
Cyberpunk will
intended
run
to
well.
be. The game was never intended to be a good game on the first year out, bro. I can tell you that from the break.
Yeah,
Any
fourth,
game,
Can It
any and
Run
every game
Crysis?
should be intended to be a good game in the first year.
Exactly.
I should not have to have faith that a game after I pay $60 for it is going
Game, I feel like the
turn
game's still
into a
ahead of
good
its
game
time, bro.
after.
Listen, $60 is a myth.
Yeah, by the amount of
$60
bugs
is
they've
a
had,
myth
they
for
definitely
games.
broke some records. I bet.
They
Oh,
delayed a whole year.
Yeah, man.
They
I
had
think
so
they
many
delayed for 5
delays
years.
that they used to have fake accounts.
all that time, and
Just
the
mimicking
game was
them.
still broken on release.
Who pre-ordered?
Not me. My friend did.
Oh, you
He
pre-ordered?
pre-ordered, and it was the funniest thing because his computer is top of the line. Like I'm talking top of the line, new RTX, the latest Intel, everything, and it was still atrocious.
Yeah, but okay. You know who I blame for that though? I blame the gamers because they spoiled the studio, bro. Who told y'all to stop paying for that game? Y'all didn't have a release date. You
But
see
it's
what I'm
the
saying?
track record.
That don't
Ah,
matter.
I
They
don't
put
agree.
it out. They put it out to be pre-ordered.
Exactly. All
Yeah.
games do. I mean, most games.
And guess
do.
what?
You
If
pre-order.
the gamers didn't pump them full of money, they would have released it when they were supposed to, and it would have been
Nah,
a good game.
I disagree.
I don't know.
I
about
disagree.
They
that.
got
You
they got the
go-
money. They got the money in the bank and got over ambitious, bro.
I mean, it's
I
the money
disagree.
people,
It
but
was
like,
trash in the beginning.
like me and Dre was talking earlier, like you can.
I don't
be
think so because it's a
a
board
bit-
game.
No, but like me and Dre were talking earlier, you can be a bit confident in a game and developer, or you should have been
Mm.
before Cyberpunk, when a developer like CD Projekt Red.
The same
The Witcher.
developer that gave us The Witcher 3.
Yeah, The
The
Witcher
Witcher
3 was
3.
phenomenal.
Come on.
And the thing
Honestly,
is,
I think it was a
they-
management thing. They really rushed the
They-
coders and programmers and stuff.
No,
No,
but the thing is,
no.
The thing is, people pre-ordered because they showed us this in 2014,
Hmm
and every year they show. Well, I think they skipped a year or two, but they showed us bits and bits over the years, and to see what they did with The Witcher 3, to have it running on Switch, from that to that, what the studio could do in 8 years to give us that was. I don't put that on the gamers.
No.
No, what I'm saying is, right? It would have been a better game if we would have let them make it and release it. When they would have released it
We
without
didn't put the release date out though.
Yeah, the gamers and the buyers did not do that. It was all
No,
marketing
they-
and management. I'm telling
no,
you.
but we sweeted them up.
No,
we-
they sweetened us up.
They-
Listen.
Okay.
Jeffrey, you act like
You
they're
might-
baby. You're acting like they're babies that couldn't think for themselves. They'd be like money, 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 like Mr. Krabs, and then they put out, they put out this
Okay.
ridiculous date that they
You
couldn't
sit
make it
down.
to.
You sit down and watch your bank account go tick 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 tick, and see if you think
I
straight
wish that
anymore.
happened. I wish that happened.
Yeah, I'll be like, let me make sure this game good so people don't start canceling their pre-orders.
Bro, listen.
No,
People do cancel their pre-orders, and they delayed it for a year.
They delayed it for a
And-
year, and people canceled their pre-orders.
And the
lost.
fact is, I feel like if they put out a little early access thing, people would have let them delay it some more.
They need
Yeah.
some
You know,
more beta testers and everything, man. Like,
Yeah,
They
like
They
people
should have
would've-
released it in episodes, just like how Destiny is.
I feel bad for CD Projekt Red, the developers and the workers, because I'm sure that was
Oh, crunch
boardroom
time out of
decision.
this world. Crunch.
I get
They
look,
work so
look,
hard.
a game for the scale they had planned, right? They should have opened up the city, and then each update you will open up a different section of the city. Because they tried to open up that whole city at the beginning of the game, they messed up, bro.
No, I think they tried to make that amazing game
I
run
mean, I
on
can see what you're
the base
saying.
PS4, and it just couldn't happen.
I agree
It
too.
should have honestly. It should have just been a PS5, Xbox Series X, or S and PC game. I don't think
And
they
they
should have
should have
tried to make
waited
it for
more.
PS4. They should have
They
waited
got-
longer, and they should have just given us a concrete date, a realistic date. It doesn't. If they delay it once, fine, but don't delay it 4 times and then cancel that delay out by saying, "Oh no, we're going to delay this delay again." It
Like,
doesn't
there
make
was
any
this
sense.
game-
It just makes people mad and bitter.
I think there was this game
Yeah.
in 2014 that was like shown off at like these game conventions and stuff like that. And I was super excited and I was looking for a release date. And they just straight up said, "Hey, listen, there's no release date. The release date is when it's done. Don't get your hopes up because when you're working on something like this, if you put a release date out and you don't miss it, then you just look even worse,
Yeah.
especially if you're pushing it back 4 times."
No, absolutely. A perfect
Mhm.
example of how a game should be delayed. And I hate to continue to be, juicing Guilty Gear, but
Oh Lord.
but seriously, what they delayed their game one time and they delayed it by, I think, by a few months, or at least a month. It's supposed to come out April, came out June. Right, and it only got delayed because of the beta. They listened to player feedback. Players said lobby suck, this sucks, that sucks, fix, and they're like, okay, we're going to delay it for a month to
Yeah.
fix all of this. And guess what? It was all fixed by the time the game came out just last week.
Mhm.
All
Well, I
right,
believe
so
the people behind Guilty Gear also have like a really good well, I wouldn't say really good, but they have better
Integrity?
the integrity and company structure and like work thing, because for you to
Yes,
respond
so
that
it's-
quickly, and well, Guilty Gear isn't that really that big of a game, so I can't really compare it to Cyberpunk as much, but for your group to have responded to that quickly, and I don't think I heard any news articles complaining about the work time. That's really good for them to really
No,
take their time.
I
to-
commend them on that. I
Mhm.
commend them on that. All right, Cam. Next question.
Yeah, that's all for the trivia, man.
Yeah,
Just
man,
put one
we-
That's all.
trivia.
Just one.
That's
Just
it.
put one trivia in there, man. Just to wrap things up, end things up, and all of that stuff.
I learned a
But
lot just now.
as far as future plans for me, to get on Strive and try to be at least competent in fighting games, so I could at least show my face at tournaments and stuff.
yeah, man, because
You
we're
don't need
gonna
to be
start doing a
confident
lot
to
of
come
them.
out to tournaments, Cam. It's an illusion. I'm
I'm
telling you, this is a TO.
I mean, even coming out to the casuals and having Hidden destroy me
in
on I
Strive.
guess in a casual smash,
Oh, in
a
Smash.
casual Smash Brothers.
I'm sorry for that.
It was
He's rude.
demoralizing.
He's
Even
very
to be in public, Dre destroyed me with a Bowser in front of everybody.
You know it had to happen. It wasn't just Bowser; it was Piranha Plant too. That's what made it worse.
Oh yeah, it was about 2 or 3 games, and I mean, like okay, me, I'm honest with myself. I know that I'm new. I'm like, I like the game. I just like playing. I don't mind losing. But people around you, they don't know that.
Yeah, right.
They don't know that you're new and you don't mind losing.
They know-
Yeah,
they love to talk
sometimes,
smack. Listen.
no, sometimes it feels, sometimes it's awkward if you just continually just, destroy and decimate this person match after match,
Oh
and they
my
just
goodness.
keep rematching you. Like, you got to look
Oh.
over and be like, bro, you okay? You want to take a breather?
That sounds like me.
Bro,
you
someone
want to,
I asked
take
someone
a
that and they
break
shouted at
from all
me.
these L's?
They shouted at me. Like, I was like, dude, you've lost like 30 times in a row. Do you want to fight someone else? And they're like, keep playing. And I'm like, okay. Okay, I feel like I'm being held hostage.
Yes.
My mama didn't raise no quitter.
Oh. And so you have to end up giving them the game, and then they go like, they look at you and they go like, did you give me that game? And you're like,
No,
no.
you won that
No,
by
bro,
yourself.
You really
You
did
are
a good
so
job.
good.
And then they go like
I
this.
mean, 30
Yes.
games and you improved already.
That's
I mean,
terrible.
wow. I've done
That's
that to
terrible.
people, and I know people have done that to me. It's horrible.
Shame on you. Shame
yeah,
on you.
no, it's okay. No, I have the integrity to continue to destroy people Cam should know this.
You should have seen Dre at the
The
regatta.
integrity to
Oh my
continue to
goodness.
destroy people.
Dre was so
Dre
rude to
is-
them kids. Just
Boy,
beating them
yeah,
up.
they were kids too, man. That one felt a little bad.
He was like, "Hey,
when we
none of
went
y'all
out to
could
the
beat
BTC
me."
regatta.
Oh my goodness.
We went to Exuma Regatta along with BTC and held a tournament and just a gamer tent there in Exuma, and we had about 100 kids come out over the course of 3 days, and there was this challenge to beat one of the two game heads that were there, either me or Noah. So
Yeah.
if it was someone who looked like they knew what they were doing, I give it to Noah.
Dre ran so
Noah
fast.
played competitively, but
my god.
but if they didn't really know what they're doing, then I would play against them, and then play Bowser, beat them, 3-0 them over the course of like a minute or two, and then I'd call it a day. But
Listen, I need
beating
to
those
tell you
kids
the
was a
story.
little
I need to tell you
bad.
the story. Before we close, I'd tell you the story. We go there, and there's all these kids, and Dre is like playing random, just Bowser, Piranha Flan, whoever, and he's beating them. And then this one kid comes, and he's like a slightly older kid, and he like enters custom controls, and Dre looks at me, and you see the
I
sweat.
look at him, and I'm sweating.
And he's like, I'm a bit tired. Hey Noah, why don't you play? And it was the smoothest pass over ever, bro. He was really sweating in the back of there. Like, I'm so glad I didn't have to fight this kid. And I'm fighting this kid, and I'm just thinking to myself, bro, Dre really would have had to fight his heart out to beat this kid. And he did.
You know what? That
He
kid,
did.
one of those kids he beat up, probably went and got his big buddy. He's like, yo, there's a guy over there.
But
beat
that's
me
what
up
I
on a
believe.
Smash.
That's what I believe. I beat the kid, but then I told the kid, why don't you fight Dre again? And it was like a close match. And the kid was like, this is much easier.
Match.
The kid was like, oh, this is much easier. I think I'd like this. And Dre was like, I don't like this. I don't want to give him the fight.
Yeah, did I end up beating him still? I know it was
I think so.
either very close.
He
Yeah, it
took
was
a game.
very
He
close.
took a game, and then we did.
He took a game
it was
off
2 out
of
of
me,
3.
and then we did another. Yeah, and then I ended up beating him because
Bro.
Bowser can
Yeah.
have some BS stuff sometimes.
Dre was
but,
sweating. It was the funniest
Yeah,
thing.
no, that was so funny.
I still have
That's
his
funny.
contact, funny enough, but he lives there, and it's impossible
Yeah, over
for
at
him to play.
Exuma,
That's unfortunate.
shout out to the Smash players in Exuma, man.
Yeah. Respect to you, man.
Okay.
Respect to you.
Had a game head on the ropes.
Yeah, he had him on the ropes. He didn't know until just now.
If he's watching, I'll send it to him. I'll send it to him, and I'll give him the mark so he knows how you cheated him.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to all the gamers
Right.
all over the country,
Mhm.
all over the little archipelago and
There's hidden talent,
internationally,
man. There's hidden talent everywhere.
who enjoying the show. Don't forget to connect with us. I like the fact that the Gamehead community is growing so that people have experiences like this with other people like them. Shout out to everyone who be posting content. I see some ungodly players in the community that post their content, and I'm like, I wish that we could get you up against like some real professionals.
Yeah.
What happens, but that comes
It's
with
in the
growth.
works. It's in the works.
And not just even professionals, but putting them up against other Bahamians and other players in the Bahamas, because like most of those skills they just build up online and just playing, regulars and whatever public lobby they jump in on in either Call of Duty or whatever fighting game. But actually getting them out to a tournament, it would be something special.
I love
Yeah,
watching fighting
definitely.
game players who like religiously play online go to like their first local. It's always the funniest thing because like they're good in a sense, but it's just so foreign to them. Like
Yeah, they get like
decrease-
they'll get nervous their
yeah.
first time.
and then the lag isn't as high, and it's just a whole different environment.
Yeah, dropping combos and everything.
Mm-hmm. Just let them
You
warm
forget
up.
all your combos. You come to
Yeah,
the big
man.
test.
Like your
Then you
fingers
forget all
start,
your combo.
your fingers get sweaty and slippery, but also start sticking to the buttons. You can't do directional inputs properly.
That's the
It's
worst.
real,
That's the
man.
worst.
It's
That's the
real.
worst. I feel so. Listen, I'll give you guys some advice. If you're ever playing a game competitively, like initially starting, and you go to an event for it, don't search up the top players, because if you end up playing them, you're gonna feel some kind of way. I've seen
Yeah,
people
right.
who don't know
You get
who
those
like the
nerves.
greatest are, and they just play them like it's nothing. They're just like, "Oh, dude, you're pretty good," and they just leave. They have no knowledge that they just fought this tens of thousands of
Legend.
dollars legend top 10.
Yeah, because they
Privilege.
never
Evo
look
winner, champion.
like they never look like the anime best players, you know, like an anime. Like,
They don't look
big-
like the protagonist.
They just look
Yeah,
like
the
people.
big-
They bleed
There's a
red.
big spiky jacket or some funny hair or something. This is like regular.
Right.
But yeah, man, let's get on out of here.
Mm.
Guess let's drop the socials again.
Man, you can find me on Twitter, fraudfish_. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And on YouTube, I think. Yeah, YouTube, if you count that, I guess, is a social. I upload the videos there. A lot of the VODs.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
find me on
Okay.
Twitter as well, Dre the Giant _ I believe, something like that.
Was Dre the
But
Sauce God
join the
taken?
Discord. I
Sam.
think Dre the Sauce God was taken,
Unfortunate.
so
Right.
it's unfortunate. But maybe I could try and buy that account.
Dre, did you just say
Take it from
send nudes to the DM? He just said that, so it's
Mhm.
just it's
Yeah.
available.
Yeah, in my sleep.
Jeff, how they can find you?
Pax Atlas on everything, man. If you can't hit me with just regular Pax Atlas, Pax_Atlas.
Yeah, definitely.
And what
can
about you,
find me at
Cam?
You can find me at Cam the Comfort on everything. I gotta, pick up everybody who's passionate through the streams, especially on
Oh, you
twitch.tv
You stream on Twitch?
/ Cam the Comfort. I don't
Oh.
call it that
Oh.
because the internet can be better. But it's always fun when we do
Yeah.
stream and go through certain things. But shout out to everybody who do pass through in the community and just building stuff and even my listeners from the real world. Not even in the gaming spaces who pass through and they say, yo, I want a game. It was a musician who I didn't know played games. He passed through the stream and he's like, yo, I'm on Xbox. Add me so we could do things. So that's somebody who raps. I didn't know he's into that and
That's
connect
cool.
like that.
Yeah.
And,
Y'all remember Drake
think-
and Ninja? That's a callback.
yeah. I think GameHeads is doing amazing with that. So yeah. And shout out to the other streamers who are, doing well, especially
Yeah, man, for sure.
rocking with GameHeads on a real level.
Yeah,
All
of
right, and
course.
remember, look forward to more GameHeads XP podcasts on all podcast services.
Let's
That you find
go.
podcasts. Shout out to everybody in the Discord and follow up the socials, GameHeads INTL, GameHeads International, on all those social media platforms, and you'll find us. And remember, nudes to Dre's DMs, whatever.
That's Dre the
The
Giant.
socials
on
are
Twitter.
no matter the gender or a species. Send those nudes.
So I
Dre's-
don't discriminate.
He doesn't.
Furries welcome.
Yeah, man.
Furries welcome.
Yeah, all the furries. Listen, it's there, man. And we didn't get to shout out our sponsor.
Preferably
But,
squirrels and
banner-
rabbits.
Our banner sponsor is Noah's Dashiki Emporium.
You know, I had to support the crew. Big sales from this. I only got one daishiki, but how much I'm selling this for, I can support us for the next 2 years easy.
That's
When
what I'm
does
talking
when
Yeah.
does rebranding begin? Because I don't think Noah's Dashiki Emporium is working too well.
You don't think the branding's too good?
I mean, I just don't see the sales, Noah. I mean,
Oh, sales. Oh, Dre,
Yeah.
you don't understand my business model. Think of me
Oh.
like the Kanye of daishiki, okay?
oh,
It's not
okay.
sales,
I
it's
see, I
sale
see.
singular, okay?
Sale one.
Yeah,
Ah,
just-
And the
I-
thing is,
I have
About the Emporium.
bets, I have bids on this already. And
Yeah, it's
the
only
money
one
generated from
dashiki.
that. Yeah, the money generated from that
One
is enough to
so
sponsor everything.
you can't even call it the Emporium. It's just Noah's Dashiki.
yeah,
Emporium has a ring to it. It has a ring to it.
And,
You know.
but we appreciate everybody, man. Yo, wave to the camera. I thought somebody's gonna do a middle finger, but